Hello again, it's me RennPanda here. Today I want to talk about a topic that is kind of important in both real and virtual racing. Now, this was not really my own idea, or, well, more or less it is, but I mean, well, thanks to everybody who has helped me so far getting along and becoming a better driver in real life. I mean, it has really helped me, and I try to kind of give those pieces of advice, like to repeat them in a video, and well, I hope it works. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is the mindset. This is something really important, and you might not think that it is, but believe me, it is more important than you would think. The first thing you should always keep in mind is never freak out. Not before the race, and especially not during the race. I know it happens to most of us that when you do a mistake, you often worry about what you did, and you're like, what's going to happen now? And well, you worry instead of thinking about what's happening at the moment or what's going to happen within the next few seconds. This is one of the biggest problems, and you should just avoid it. Now, I know it is really difficult, and even I have some well, even I sounds a bit douchey. Well, I have those problems as well, and I still haven't fully done it yet. Like, I still can't really switch off everything in my head, but I mean, it works a little bit better, and believe me, it will definitely help you. Also, when you screw up in one section of the track, never try to push even more and even harder in the other sections, because and then you might screw up your race in those other sections as well. And believe me, if you screw it up once, it might be okay, but if you screw it up more than that, well, chances of success equal zero. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. The next thing you should keep in mind, or well, not really keep in mind, is something that you should do during the race, or that you should not do during the race. Think about other things besides racing. Not even about something like a song that is really helpful and that helps you pushing it even further. Not even thinking about a song, because even that distracts you from racing, and that makes you slower or makes you more very liable to make mistakes. I mean, I know it is hard to switch everything off, and I mean, after some point, you know how to do it, and believe me, this is, I would say, one of the most important things that you should keep in mind. The next thing is something that, well, might sound a little bit douchey to some of you, but it actually isn't. Always think that you're going to finish first and that you're going to be better than everybody else. Now, when interacting with other drivers, you should always be humble. Never go to them, be like, oh yeah, I'm the best driver ever, and I'm going to be way better than everybody of you, and I'm going to be like 10 seconds faster than you, and just don't be like that. I mean, of course, if you're better than, yeah, you want to show off, but if you want to show off, at least do it after the race and not before the race, and even after the race, you shouldn't do it. I mean, you kind of get it, like, when you think about it and it just gets to your head that, oh yeah, I'm going to be better, and I mean, even if it doesn't work, but it might just help you to be more focused and to take it a little bit more serious. Maybe that's not what you want, but believe me, it will help you if you want to take it at least a little bit serious. Now, the next thing, I'm not sure if it refers to the kind of topic like mindset, but I would say it kind of does. While racing, don't try anything out that you haven't done before, because that's what practice is made for. I mean, not only should you stay focused, like keep your eyes on the track and stuff, like taking different lines is, those are just things, or other breaking points, those are just things that you should do during practice, to find out what works best and what works best for you, but you shouldn't do it during the race. Okay, sometimes you might do it like intentionally or unintentionally because you just have to due to driving in a pack, but if you can avoid it, you should, because who knows if it's going to work. Maybe you might spin out or something else. I mean, everything can happen, and therefore the line you found in practice, or you should just stick to it. If it doesn't really work, then yeah, hard to say. I would say just drive it safe or try to look at other drivers, but that might not always work. And trying to learn from other drivers by watching them, well, it might work, but as I said, I wouldn't really do it during the race. And I mean, if you're racing, you should have at least practiced once. That's just my opinion. So yeah, that's more or less about it. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, please write me in the comments. And yeah, so anyways, that's about it. See you soon, and always stay on track.